Should we force Villa to change his name to Vilux? Join our Discord to tell me about how stupid I am.
Quick and painful this'll be.
Hello everybody and welcome to Weird Lines, the series where we are going to be looking through some interesting lines of play in Gwent that proved to be good lines in the moment, but look a bit odd. I am your sugar daddy drift playing, and with me today is Bandit Gang's very own professional player, SemperEU. SemperEU, who will now talk.
No.
Oh, okay. So now we are going to be looking at one of Semper's games in a recent tournament. This is a quarter-final game. Very important game. He is in the NR mirror. As you can see, there are 4 cards left each. His opponent is yet to play as Draug. Semper is also playing a Draug list, as you can see. His opponent has 3 leader charges left and more units. And so Semper takes what you'd call an unusual line. But before we show you what that line is, we effectively want you to guess. You can basically call the decree in Semper's hand Visigourd, so we want you to say what you would have done in this situation and why I can't speak. That's another one. If someone could clear that up for me, that'd be great. And we'd like to do both in the comments around about now. Welcome back. We hope you had a brilliant idea in the comments. Now we're going to talk about what Semper actually did. So Semper, you can take it away from here as I will roll the footage in the background.
So the weird play that I did was a sacrificial lamb on the Visigourd, because I felt like his Visigourd was going to win in the game. He had more units, he had leader, he would have had more boosts, so his Visigourd was going to be really good value on my 3 power revenants, denying me a lot of value. So I decided to bait his Visigourd out with mine, so I could then get full value on my cards after we played the Draug.
So as we watch Semper's plan play out, and he does get the Visigourd out of his opponent, I will note that in the Bandit Gang kind of pro meetings when we were looking at this replay, I think I made basically everybody hate me because of the amount I wanted to talk about this play. I genuinely spent about 15 minutes at least like thinking about all the different lines you can do and all the different possibilities, because there's so many weird lines of play you could try here. And they're all kind of bad from Semper's point. Not bad in terms of losing him the game, but bad in terms of they're really abnormal and strange. So he went for this Visigourd sacrifice. There are other things you can try and do, but really, the more I've looked at it, the more I think this is the right play. And as you'll see, well, I mean, we're about to see the Draug come down for his opponent. Spoilers, Semper wins. And I think this play is why. And it looks really jank, but
yeah, it's not what we people would call an optimal play, but sometimes you have to take a weird line to win the game.
That's what I love about this game, and it's the reason why we're doing this series, because plays like this are the reason that this series has essentially become a thing. We think there's a lot of interesting lines that we see people take. Even, you know, something like, if I remember correctly, and I haven't actually watched this, I'm going to wait till you pass to... Yes, I am correct. Excellent. Which is that you don't kill off a 2 there. And
no,
again, yeah.
The more... If I spend 2 charges, that's another revenant, which is then going to die to his revenants. So, because my revenant's a lot bigger, you know, I've got more chance of surviving.
So he's basically taking... you could think of it as the safe points right now, right? Because then he creates more revenants, but you have Lambert. And to be fair, this is open deck list, so his opponent knows he has Lambert. But his opponent plays for max value. I suppose maybe he's thinking his win condition is you not having the Lambert.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, as we're going to see here, you know, the Lambert, the NR tech here at this period in time in Gwent was very, very powerful in tournament, as you're about to see. He is using all his Revenant charges, so he kind of probably knows. And here it comes. And I mean, look at the value that this Lambert's playing for. And that wins him the game. And as you see, this Visigourd play was really important, because now, as much as you didn't get the pings off of these 3s, they also don't die. You're also not denied value, really. it's a really interesting and strange line. And I thought it was a perfect one to start off the series because, again, like, you win a game where I think I would have lost this game. I'll be honest.
I think a lot of people probably disagree with the line still, even though I won the game.
Yeah, I mean, I was, if you remember, I was in that team meeting, I was sitting there and thinking, it just can't possibly be the best line, right? But, like, because it just looks so weird, you're sacking so many points. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the SY thing, of like, who Waldo's first is usually sad, because then the other person can kill their Waldo, and then the other person has the ability to control, but you don't.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
it's things like that, where, like, sometimes playing a certain card first in a mirror can feel really, really bad. But in this case, it's worked out as a perfect bait. It's got him the win condition that he looked for. And yeah, we're really interested to find out what other people think of this player. At least I am. Semper's, I've told him to pretend to be, so he's doing his best. But we want to know, did you see that line coming? Is there a better line that we haven't considered? Should we force Villa to change his name to Vilux? Let us know in the comments. Join our Discord to tell me about how stupid I am. I'm Driftbling, Semper was here as well, and we will see you in the next video.